that tend to support Democrats, and I don't think that's really a help at all for Democrats. So look, I don't think it hurts Trump. I mean, of course, it goes to their character, but I don't think it hurts Trump at all. Extremely anti-Republican, extremely anti-Trump, and actually, I don't think it really hurts Trump, to be honest. I mean, I think when they come out and say things like that, and they praise Democrats, I think it's a reminder to ordinary American voters that it's the wealthy people, the celebrities.
Yeah, and of course we saw a lot of Hollywood stars earlier this week come out in support of Kamala as well.
Remember when Trump fancied himself the king of TV? Well, Whoopi just knocked that crown right off. She's got the receipts, video proof of Trump's past antics on The View asterisk. And guess what? Grumpy Trump isn't happy about it. He's throwing a full-blown temper tantrum.
Yeah, so she's mocking the assassination attempt on Trump, Adam.
Well, look, this is hardly a surprise from that show and from that group of women. I mean, they're
I've not been a fan of this man's. I don't like how he talks to us. I don't like how he talks to the nation. Then he just wouldn't go. He was like a bug. He just kept being there. He was like a bug right there.
Whoopi's dishing out shade like a kid who just lost at Candyland. But she's only getting warmed up and ready to spill more truth tea. Before we jump back in, could I ask you for a quick favor? If you enjoyed this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch without subscribing, and it costs you nothing but really helps us out. Did you hit that subscribe button? Great, thanks so much. Now, let's get back to the video.
That's right.
Whoopi Goldberg gives you a big hug and a kiss. Joy Behar gives you a big hug. Barbara Walters gives you a big hug. They all loved you. It was the episode of you when you were on The View. And I think it was 2015 or 2006, like when you were running for president. You got introduced as our friend Donald Trump.
Donald Trump is a billionaire, a real estate mogul, and a television star. But does he really want to add President of the United States to his resume?
Barbara was her usual polite self.
Remember when Trump thought he was the BFF of The View asterisk? Oh boy, was he in for a rude awakening. That favorite orange-tinted reality TV star strutted around boasting about how much the ladies adored him. But Whoopi Goldberg was ready to serve up a hot plate of reality. Picture this. It's 2011, and Trump makes his grand entrance on The View asterisk, introduced as our friend. But Whoopi's face tells a different story. Her expression screams, "Do I really have to sit through this circus?" It's like watching someone trying to keep a straight face while smelling month-old milk. And this wasn't just any visit. This was peak conspiracy theory Trump. He was riding high on his birther nonsense, questioning President Obama's citizenship like it was his full-time job. The tension in the room was palpable, and Whoopi was not having it. While Trump reveled in the attention, the other ladies had their reservations, making for some truly unforgettable television. It was a moment that perfectly encapsulated the clash between reality and delusion, and Whoopi was there to set the record straight.
Something on that birth certificate that he doesn't like.
Oh my God.
That's a terrible
that
thing
is
to
just
say.
Whoopi, I'm telling you.
He was 3 pounds a
Donnie,
day.
I love you. I'm
Donald,
telling
I love
you.
you too. I think that's the biggest pile of dog mess I've heard in ages. As she was with every guest. But did I look? I respect Barbara. She said be polite to guests no matter what.
Yes.
And for the most part, I got through. I did it like I do now. And what they did for years, which is why people got up and said, "You can't talk to me."
And boy, did he go all in. With all the subtlety of a sledgehammer, Trump declared, "I want him to show his birth certificate. There's something on it I don't like." Really, Donald? What were you expecting to find a note that says, "Future president, but don't tell Whoopi, bless her heart," wasn't having any of it. You could practically see her patience evaporating faster than Trump's hairspray on a windy day. Her expression was a masterpiece of annoyance and disbelief, like a teacher dealing with a kid insisting for the 5th time that the dog ate his homework. It was a classic moment that showcased the absurdity of the situation, and Whoopi was ready to call it out.
You can't talk about me like this anymore.
that tend to support Democrats, and I don't think that's really a help at all for Democrats. So look, I don't think it hurts Trump. I mean, of course, it goes to their character, but I don't think it hurts Trump at all.
Here's where it gets interesting. Whoopi, in all her glory, delivers a truth bomb on Trump's birther claims, calling them the biggest pile of dog mess I've heard in ages. Ouch, that's bound to sting more than a bad spray tan. The audience erupted in applause, clearly showing they were on Whoopi's side and not Team Trump. The funniest part? Trump probably walked away thinking he nailed it. In his mind, he was the star of the show, the crowd's favorite. Talk about living in an alternate reality. If mental gymnastics were an Olympic sport, Downey would take home more gold medals than Michael Phelps' "Remember when you're fired" was just a catchy catchphrase. Those were the days. Our favorite orange-tinted reality TV star thought he was ready for the presidency. If you can fire D-list celebrities, surely you can run a country, right? But Whoopi wasn't having any of it. She watched as Trump's antics escalated from mildly annoying to a full-blown political nightmare. Like witnessing a toddler move from finger painting to brain surgery, Whoopi became the voice of reason. As Trump's political ambitions grew, so did her frustration. She wasn't just rolling her eyes anymore, she was gearing up for a fight. Whoopi started calling out Trump's nonsense, reminding everyone that being a TV character is vastly different from being president. The View's attitude toward Trump shifted rapidly. Whoopi and her co-hosts transitioned from mild annoyance to full-on mama bear mode, challenging Trump's statements like it was their job. Oh wait, it kind of was. Whoopi's frustrations boiled over when she declared, "People don't want to be spoken down to. They don't want to be made fun of." Preach, Whoopi. This Whoopi versus Trump showdown isn't merely about two famous people bickering. It reflects America's political divide. You've got Team Whoopi and Team Trump going head-to-head on our screens, reminiscent of a reality show, but with much higher stakes. Will Whoopi's truth bombs influence the upcoming election? Who knows? But one thing's for sure. This political drama is more addictive than binge-watching your favorite series. Stay tuned, folks, because this Whoopi Trump saga is just getting started.